Yo, what's up, my peeps of YouTube? Hey, yep, this is your boy SEMO-MAC, and I'm back at it again, y'all. I got some more stuff for you. And but before we get to that, hey, the old Screaming Eagle back here, I finally figured out a name for him. You know what? Since he's got the American flag flying behind him, we're just gonna call him Freedom, because that's exactly what that is. That is pure sign of freedom right back there. So everybody, this is Freedom, Screaming Eagle. So everybody say hi, drop a little comment down there, and welcome my buddy that's been on these videos for quite some time. We just hadn't gave him a name yet, but now we do. That's Freedom, the Screaming Eagle. So here we go with this review. This one is actually brought to you by Tops Homes. And yep, you've heard that name before, because I have actually done another review from them, that a product that they sent out to me. And what did they send this time? Well, yeah, we got us a nice little EDC knife. So let me get this box out of the way, because this is how it came to me. Get this put out here. And this is the little beaut that we got. Oh yeah, right there. So let's crank this bad boy out and give you a look at it. So that is full length of 9.3 inches of this knife. It has actually got a blade, that the blade it is actually made out of 5Cr13MoV. That is a kind of a mild steel. It is very good corrosive resistant. It does keep an edge, but you do have to sharpen this more than, let's say, you know, your D2, stuff like that. But they are easier to sharp. They just don't hold an edge as long as some other steel. But these are really, it's actually a pretty decent knife. You know, your blade width or blade length on here is 3.9 inches. You've got a full tang on this thing, as you can see right through there. You got your full tang. You got your finger loop at the end here. You have the handles on this bad boy is actually made out of a glass-filled ABS. And you see all the little texturing it's got to it right there. Comfort-wise, not bad. It's not the most comfortable that I've had before, but it's not bad. You do have your jimping right there on the knife itself. It is semi-aggressive, but it is good. There is no hot spots with this knife. I can tell you that. There is no type of hot spot or anything like that on here. You know, the handle itself is roughly 5.4 inches, which will give you your pretty much total length from here to here, all the way up to 9.3 inches. So, not bad. I will say that me personally, with all of the texturing on here and how you've got the kind of the flat going across here and then the real big finger guard, if you are holding it like this, I've got no problem with it. It's not bad. Do I feel like I got a really good grip on it? I feel a lot of voids just because of how the texturing is on here. If I try to use the finger ring on this, and y'all, I've got extremely large hands, trying to do this, that is not comfortable. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I do anything with that, I'm probably gonna break my pinky. Now, if you're just coming here and coming all the way down and not using this finger groove, for me personally, and you're doing a slashing motion this way, so you're getting your hand out of the way, then that's a different story. This is not bad. But if you try to use the finger guard up here for me and how everything is spread out and then your pinky's up here, I feel like this, me personally, I probably wouldn't have put that on there. I would have just had the knife this way. You would have your little clip coming up right there, cut that off, and you would have a great, perfect fitting knife right there with my hand. So anybody with smaller hands than me, y'all might have a little issue with this. I don't know. Blade wise, it's actually got a decent edge on here. It's got a really good edge on it. And like I said, with this, the 15Cr13MoV, they are easier to sharpen. They just don't hold their edge as long. But you do have this nice coating, the black coating on there. You are not going to have to worry about this rusting or anything like that, because like I said, this is a stainless steel, and it's a very low to medium carbon into the stainless. So you're not going to have to worry about anything like that. Your sheath that comes with it, I will tell you right now, I love this style sheath. I think it's really cool. Your retention is in this bad boy. It is good, as you can see. It is only one way, as you can see, because you have how it's lined right there, how it's molded. You do, on some of these that I've had around this price point, you know, they always have their little kicker off right here. You don't on these, but that is not a knock or anything, because the way the sheath is made and comes up around, you can get your thumb right there, push right off of it, and it comes right out with no problem. What is unique about this one is you can take the 2 screws off right there on the bottom, as you see. You can actually take them off, take off your belt clip here, and your belt clip's like your normal. You got your little push button right there, that flips up. You have your adjustments as far as your belt size. So your little clips right here, they pop out, and you can adjust for your belt. But you can take those 2 screws out and put you a lanyard right through here on these right here, and you can actually wear this as a neck knife if you choose to. Honestly, that's a really good idea for this if it didn't have that right there on there. To me, this seems like this would hang down too far for me to have a neck knife out of this. But if that was not on there, I think this would probably be a kind of a home run. But that's my only knock that I have right now on this right here. It's just that right there. I think that is something that technically, do you really need it? You know, that's only for you to decide. So let's get down to a cut test on this bad boy, because I do really think this thing has a really, really good edge on here. Let me see if I can find some paper. No, there's some paper right here. So here we go with this good old paper cut test. Let's see if this thing's gonna cut. Give me something that's got a semi-straight edge. Yes. I'm gonna say it will cut. Yes, it will. All right, paper test we're good on. Yeah, you know, SEMO-MAC, he's got his cardboard out here, so let's see what we got. Good there. It struggled a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It did cut clean though, but not like some of the knives that I've had on the program. Our good old string, because if we're out camping, this is what this is for. This is a good camping EDC. You know, we're gonna be cutting some rope. So let's see what we got. I'm not gonna put a lot of force to it, just gonna let the knife do itself. And it almost made it all the way through. Put a little pressure on there, it goes right through. Just do it by the weight of the knife. And I mean, we're getting right there at the very end of it. So we go right there. So yeah, so straight out of the box, we do get cuts. I do have to put a little bit of pressure on it to make it go through. Not a big deal. I haven't had too many that could just sit there and just right through it. I've had a few on here, but not a lot. But you know, all in all, not a bad knife. I do have some wood back here because I know I do a lot of whittling with all my other knives, and I'm not going to shy away from this. So we're going to see if this is going to, it's throwing wood, y'all. So that is really good. Let's see if we can curl up some wood. So yeah, I mean, it's throwing it, as y'all can see. It is. And it's got some really, really thin shavings. So, I mean, yeah. All in all, it's not a bad knife. You know, and honestly, y'all, for the price on this right now is going for like $21.99. So, yes, I have, being completely honest, I've had others on this program, a little bit cheaper and probably a little bit sharper knife. But, like I said, you can sharpen this joker extremely easy because of the steel. It is a mild steel. So, that's one reason. So, if you're looking for a good, I'm going to call it a mid-level knife, that you always have problems, you know, sharpening knives, having an issue, you know, you're not really into it, a great beginner knife, this right here would be that. I really think so. I think if you're getting somebody into knives, starting them out, this would probably be a good one just because of the steel that it's made out of. And you can actually teach them how to sharpen it, and it sharpens really easy. It's not going to get them discouraged with some of the harder knives, you know, that are really the real high-end steel that it takes a little bit to actually sharpen them. So, but yeah, y'all, that is my review on this EDC knife from Tops Home. Give y'all one last look at it. So, tell me what y'all think, y'all. What do y'all think about this steel, that 5Cr13MoV? I know that is a lower end steel, but hey, you know, not all of us are millionaires. So I think this will be a good starter, good beginner. And do me a favor, in the comments, tell me what type of steel y'all like in y'all's knives. I've done a lot of knives on this channel. So let me know what your thoughts are of the best steel that y'all like for your knives. Y'all know me, I'm a big D2 guy, and that's mainly because they're budget friendly, and for the price of the knives that you can get with D2, they are phenomenal. Very, very great pricing. The only thing bad about D2, it depends on if the company actually tempers it right. If you temper D2 steel right, you have got one heck of a knife. So, but drop that into the comments, y'all. And as always, I hope y'all are being kind out there in the world. And I hope y'all are having a great day. This is your boy SEMO-MAC, and I am out. Peace.